Hi, this video is brought to you by Tech Direct Archive. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can edit Windows host file using PowerToy editor utility. What exactly is a host file? Host file is a configuration file that tells a machine the appropriate host IP you should route a request to. It is what maps a particular host name to an IP address. And what usually happens is that once this mapping takes place, it bypasses the DNS servers that is outside the machine. It navigates a request directly to the mapped IP address. So that is one good thing about this host file. It helps to map a host name to an IP address directly, thereby bypassing DNS servers. And this Windows host file can provide you with instant results anytime you are migrating your site to a new server. It will help confirm whether your site is working properly on the new server IP address before you make any necessary changes to the DNS servers. But note that when you are making direct changes to the host file using Notepad with administrator rights, there is possibility that you can make some error. You can delete or add some errors to that file. But to avoid this issue, that is where the Microsoft PowerToys editor utility to come into place. With that, you can safely edit your host file without making any error that Notepad could cause on that host file. So let me just show you where the host file is located on your system. So if you open your C drive, inside the Windows folder, system 32, system 32, open it, then look for open it, then you see etc folder. Open it, then you'll see the file, host file. This is it here at the top. So if you try to edit it using Notepad, let me try and save this now. So let me save. So I'm going to get this message that I don't have permission to save in this location, that I need to contact my administrator to obtain permission. So even if I have that permission, it is not advisable to use Notepad. I might have this file. I might have introduced some errors into it, and I may not know, and I will just override it. And if I don't have permission to save in this location, the nearest place I can save this same file is the document folder, which does not make sense. So it's either I save in my documents folder, or I have a permission to override this same file. But overriding it can be very dangerous, can be delicate, because I may introduce error into this file. So to avoid opening the whole file like this, the whole host file, to avoid it, that is why the PowerToy editor tool is very, very useful. So I'm going to show you two locations now where you can download and install this Windows PowerToys application. So I'm going to close this now. So as I mentioned the other time, there are two locations that you can try and download and install this Microsoft PowerToys. One of them is this location Microsoft Store. You can just click on this install button, and you are good to go on downloading and installing this PowerToys application on your system. You can as well go to this GitHub location. If you check very well, you get to see PowerToy setup here. You can pick the particular version that you want, just download it, and you are good to go. Then you can see the file. The file is between 200 and 300, so it's not that large. So you can just download and install on your system. So that is those two locations that you can find online. But I actually got mine. I installed it from here. So just click this install. Then you are good to go. It's going to download the file. It's going to install it directly, not even downloading it. But if you are making use of this, then you need to download it onto your system and install. But from here, it automatically install it on your system. So I already installed it on my system. If let me try and bring it up, then you see the PowerToys. Power. This is it already. PowerToys. So let me open it. So it's coming up. So I am getting this screen because I've initially installed the application on my system. Let's say I just downloaded and install it newly. This is the screen I'm going to see. I'm going to see a welcome message like this. So, and I'm going to see open settings. Then you can also see host file editor beside there. So this is the screen I'm going to see. But because I already installed, that is why I'm seeing this. So if you click beside here, this icon here, then you will see the menus left. So if you scroll down, you can see host file editor. So just click on it. So let's expand this. So this is the host file editor that has been opened. I get to see the settings. So if I disable this now, every other thing will be disabled. So if I enable it, it will be enabled. Then I can decide not to launch as administrator. I can disable this or show a warning at the startup. So you are going to see the warning now, the warning message. So if I want to launch the editor, this is just the landing page for the host file editor. So I'm going to click on this launch host file editor now. Then we'll continue from there. So I'm going to double click on it now. So immediately you launch it, this is what you are going to get. You are going to see this warning message. Altering host file has direct real world impact of how this computer resolves domain names. So it's just a warning message, so you can just accept it and you head with your configuration. Let me expand this. So you can see the current IP that have been mapped. So let's say you want to deactivate any of these configurations, just for you to click toggle this to off, and to edit it, just double click on it and you can make your edit, the address, the host, and you can update it. Then if you want to delete as well, you can just click any of these delete button and the that particular detail will be deleted. Then if you want to add a new entry, just click new entry button. Then you can add a new one, let's say 192.168.30.59. Then let's say the host is bug hunter bug.com.ng. So that's the host, and this is the address. So what this host file editor will do is it's going to map this address with the host. The IP address is going to map it with the host. So if someone is trying to access this website from anywhere, so it's going to check for the IP that is mapped to it. So that's what this host file is actually doing. So let's say you want to test your website, the IP that have been assigned to it. Just come, you don't need to even go into the DNS server to do that. Just come into this host file editor, map it, and you can quickly test it. So before the propagation stage will take effect, so you can quickly test your IP with your website. So that's why this host file editor is very, very good. It's straight to the point, and you can easily come here and add the details that you need. So unlike Notepad, that you can make an error, you can introduce an error into the file, but with this, the file is not open for you. It's just what you need to enter so that you won't make mistake. And if you also check, let me close this, you get to see that it is being launched as administrator. So you don't need to start adding yourself, giving yourself permission, administrator permission. You don't need to add that. So it's already embedded on this host file editor. So this is it, it's on. So that's why you can launch the file editor, make any change, delete, add entry, and you are good to go without asking you for any permission, because the permission is already added. So this is a very good way to adjust, to update, to edit your host file editor without using Notepad. It's very simple and straight to the point. So I hope you enjoy this video on how to make use of PowerToy editors. So as you can see, if you check by the left here, we also have some other menus aside from the host file editor menu. So it means it's not just the host file editor alone. PowerToys also have other functionality that you can make use of. So it's not just the host file editor. So we have so many of them here by the left here. So I hope you enjoyed this video on making use of PowerToys to edit the host file from Windows.